Good evening to Jira Yabunra and everyone in Gonja land. And good evening to my likers, viewers, and whoever. Once upon a time in the village of Atalampe, there was this woman and her husband who were very hardworking, and they gave birth to 3 children. The woman's name was Alele, and then the husband Bako. Then they gave birth to 3 children. Now, a boy, 2 boys and 1 girl. The 2 boys didn't want their sister to marry anybody because they were very fond of her, and because of her, they would do everything possible to keep the family so engaged and then very nice, no hunger. They made sure that everything was okay in the house. So, as they grew for some time, the bigger one whose name was Bakufeye, he now fell in love with one lady. And I tell you, the relationship went so nice that within a short time, he married. Now, how did it happen? The lady that he married, the father was the head of a river. Otherwise, he was the one in charge of the river. So you can call him a river god. And then, relation was going well. And because the guy was a fisherman, that's how he got in touch with them and they gave him the woman. Then within a short time, the brother also married. And the sister now approached them and said, Bros, you people are now married. So can I also marry now that you people are married? And they said, no, for you, you usually sing for us, you cook for us, you do a lot of, even as we are married, when there is a problem about food or whatever, we come to you to still prepare our best dishes for us. So how can we allow you to marry? And after some time, she noticed that they and their wives were flourishing in a way, and yet they would not allow her. So she started complaining. But now, Bakufaye had an issue with his in-laws' workplace, that's the river, because he was a fisherman. He goes to kill everything. Meanwhile, on Fridays, they don't usually go to the river to fish. But because he was an in-law, he had the chance of always going there to fish. He was not reported. And so he became so pompous to the extent that he killed any other thing. Meanwhile, there were some animals that were sacrilegious. They were not supposed to be killed and given to anybody. But one day he went for the hunting, the fishing, that is the senior boy, Bako Faye, and then he killed an animal. In fact, when he wanted to kill the animal said, don't kill me. I'm not the group of animals that you kill. You see that the fishes are different. We are different. I said, no, but I've killed crocodiles and the rest. If I kill you today, you will be killed continuously. So while the animal was singing, Samoma, 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 faithful mama, for your candy, Samoma, Samoma, for mama, may I can't do, Samoma, Samoma, for mama, for woman, pate, Samoma, Samoma. Then he still refused and went ahead and killed the animal. Took it when he was bringing it home, the animal was still singing. And then he brought the animal home and then they ate it. So on a meeting day in the evening of the Friday in the river, all the river fishes and the rest came together, animals, they couldn't find him. They asked some and they said, the man who has been coming to catch us because our landlord, that is the fishing guard, the river guard, has given him permission to catch us. But we are very much aware that he never permitted him to catch this one. And yet he came and did that. So they got so angry, and the river said, okay, no problem. So he brought one of the fishes, and then decided to turn the fish into a human being, very handsome human being. And then it went into town. Immediately he got to town, he went to the house of Feymanye. Bakofeye, sorry. He went to the house of Bakofeye, and then when he got there, they spoke, and the guy was like, "Oh, you are so cute, you are nice, you are handsome. How can I help you?" And say, "Oh, I need a wife. That's why I have come. So if you can help me, that will be very good." He said, "Oh, I have a beautiful sister. I'll take you there." Immediately he took the guy to the house there. Oh, the sister didn't wait. He just came, hugged him, and then asked of what assistance. And the guy said, "Oh, I'm looking for a wife." And he was like, "Oh, if you are looking for a wife, I'm available." So quickly they arranged, and he said he was taking the woman away. But the old lady of the house said, I've lived on this earth for a very long time. I've never seen an occasion where they just married a lady, see the lady and marry the lady immediately and take off. But the guy still insisted. He said where he is, he wants to go. And so he can't waste time. But the lady too said, "I'll follow him. He's so nice." So they gave her the chance. When they were going, when they got to the river, they started meandering around the river for some time. And the guy said, "Okay, this is my home." They said, "But there's no house here." And then the guy said, "Yes, but this is where." And he removed his cap, removed his dress, and was like, "Why have you left?" He said, "This is where they were lying when I came and met them. So also leave them there and we will go." The lady now became suspicious. She was now very hot. She turned the other way, thinking that her brother would have been coming for fishing, and then no way. So the guy pulled her into the river. And that was it. From that time, she never sea-faced again. It ended her. Thank you very much. What do we learn? What are the lessons we learn from this story? The lesson we have learned is that when they tell you something it's not good, don't do it. They have indicated that on this particular day, don't go fishing. What was his business going for fishing on those days? 2, nature has certain things that it protects. The river the river guard has told the in-law that there are certain animals in the water that he cannot kill. But he defied it, and he did that. 3, when you have power to control something, make sure you release it at the right time. But if you keep it for very long, at a point you just release it anyhow. And that was what the brother did. If Bako Faye was minded, he would have known that the sister should have gone out for marriage for long, because they had already done that and they needed to do so for her. But they kept her for a very long time. And you see what happened. What happened is that they now more or less like needed somebody, and they will not even take their time. The last one is that please take your time and examine every man. Don't just let somebody come because he's driving in a Benz or in a Land Cruiser, beautiful, or he came through a flight. He will just come and say, "Oh, because I want to also go by flight, let me just join him immediately and go." You will end up like that lady. So, in effect, take time, do things right, respect, obey laws, and also make sure that what is right is what is supposed to be done. Thank you very much. See you another time. Please like, share, and comment. On Wednesday, I will come your way with Pension Life. Thank you very much.